Hey guys, how's it going? It's Target here. Welcome back to another episode of the Chicago Blackhawks Be a GM Stanley Cup Finals. That is right. We're taking on the Montreal Canadiens. Now, I can't remember. Did we compare teams last time? I don't think we did. Well, if for those of you that don't remember, we'll do it again anyway if we already did it. All right, so the top line of Galchenyuk, Vanek, and Pacioretty, that's a strong line, but I'm definitely going to give the one there to us. I mean, we've got Taze. Yeah, I mean, it goes without saying. The second line, pretty even. Oshie, Bouchard, and Plekanec. And then on the third line, Eller, Fournier, and Bork, pretty even again. Fourth line, pretty even again. So I'd say all our lines are pretty even. We got a slight edge on the top. Defensively, though, they've probably got us beat on the second pairing and maybe the third pairing. Let me just take a look at us again. I can't remember exactly what our defense looks like. Yeah, well, the second pairing we have beat, and you know what? They got to beat on the top pair. So they got number 1 and number 3, because remember we got rid of we had to get rid of Duncan Keith. Montreal again. So they got us beat on that top pairing. Goaltending, without a doubt, have us beat, but I mean, ours is nothing to laugh at either. We got 88 goaltending. So it's going to be quite the duel down here against the Montreal Canadiens. We don't have home ice advantage. They have it. They ended up with 50 wins on the season, 170 points, or 107 points, not 170. And we only had 95 points. So it's quite the difference. It's over 10 points difference between the two teams, so they are a much stronger club, and we'll see how we hold up against them. Remember, we can win just one at home. One on the road here, split it. I'll be happy, and one period at a time, one game at a time. First period, 3-0. Druin, Chasen, and Trainer. Hold tight. I got to stop right there for 1 second. I'm getting a phone call. Sorry about that, guys. Wedding stuff. We were booking receptions, so I had to take a phone call there. All right, so 3-0 after the first. 17-5 are the shots. Second period, still 3-0, 26-21 are the shots now. They ended up get a little more wheeling for it. Oh, Oshie scores early on Cotton. Slap shot early on. Power play for Chicago. Long one, too, and nothing coming from that power play. We'll have 4 minutes left, and there you go. Nick Leddy buries it on Carey Price. Look at the shots on goal. Over 40 shots, finishes the game. 4-1 the final. 44-25 with the shots. Goals by Druin, Chasen, Trainer, and Leddy. Unbelievable. 3 stars. Leddy, Cotton put up a 9-6-0. Leddy had 3 points in this game. Fantastic performance. Game 1 is in the books, and that'll be a victory for the Chicago Blackhawks, taking a 1-0 series lead. So like I said, taking one of these road games is important. So if we can take 2, we're in a very good situation. All right, first period in game 2. We're down 1-0. Max Pacioretty draws first blood. We did outshoot them, but it's not enough. We need to do more. We need to put some pucks in the back of the net. The second period, still 1-0. Shots are definitely in our favor. We're going to jump into the third here, see if we can't turn the tide. Now, again, I'm not going to be hugely disappointed if we lose this game, but we definitely need to be winning at least one of these road games. You know what I mean? That way we can turn it into us with home ice advantage, and that'll do it. I'm just going to sim. 2-0 the final. We get shut out by the Montreal Canadiens, and I feel like that's going to be the way it is. Either we figure out either we figure out Carey Price for that game, or we don't. It's just seems to be the way it is. All right, so game 3, this is a home game. Now, these are going to be crucial for us because if we can win these 2 games, we're going to be up 3-1 in the series. So, and these are times where we can use the fans behind us. Chicago's got a strong following, and the home ice should mean big things. So, first period of game 3, we're up 1-0. LeBlanc scores. 11-7 are the shots. We go to the second. 2-0, building on our lead. Patrick Kane with a power play goal. Scores on Carey Price. All right, so far in this series, we've outshot them in every single period and every single game. It's been really strong performance, penalty kill. We've killed off, oh wow, we killed off 2. Power play for us. They caught up on the shot clock. We're being outshot now, but that is it. We return their 2-0 victory with a 2-0 victory of our own. We now have a 2-1 series lead in the Stanley Cup Finals against the Montreal Canadiens. Now, like I said, these home games are crucial. If we win these home games, we're in a very good opportunity to clinch this. So let's see if we can do this here in game 4. Another win for us at home. Got the fans behind us. First period, up 2-0. Patrick Kane with a pair of goals. He scored 3 straight for us. Second period, oh my God, right back. Eller and Galchenyuk both score. Now, it looks like both teams have figured out the goalies. We're out shooting them though right now. And Fournier scores. 3-2 the score now. Come on, guys, tie it up. There you go, power play. Oh, they couldn't do it. Power play again. Can't do it again. My goodness, time ticking down. Oh, Druin with 56 seconds left in the third period. Ties it up. We're going to overtime. Hold on, I'm going to slow this down to ×4. A little bit slower. We're out shooting them just by a slim margin. Power play, Chicago. They score! Jonathan Taze on the power play. A come from behind victory. 56 seconds left in the third. Druin strikes, and then Taze on the power play in overtime, and the Chicago Blackhawks have a 3-1 series lead in the Stanley Cup Finals. What a performance by Jonathan Taze and Jonathan Druin in this game. Look at the number of points these two guys had. Kane had 4 points, Taze had 3, and Druin had 3. Unbelievable performance by that top line. They are really kicking it in high gear. We go to Game 5, a 3-1 series lead, a chance to win the Stanley Cup here tonight. Like I said, home ice has been crucial for us. We won both of them. We beat them on the road once. We can do it again. It's definitely possible. All right, here we go. First period. 1-0, we're up. Alex Chasen, beautiful. He's doing a much better job of scoring than Brendan Gallagher did. Second period. 2-2. Oh, goodness gracious. It looks like Desjardins and Vanek got the lead, but Druin tied it up. We're going to go to the third period. We're going to go ×4. We'll see what we can do. Power play, Chicago. Long power play. Nothing coming on that power play there. All right. There you go. Patrick Kane, who's been on fire in this series. Oh, and Plekanec right after that scores to tie it up at 3. All right. We're coming down. Power play for Montreal. And we kill that off. Nicely done, guys. All right. Time ticking down in the third. Not much time left to get anything done if we want to get this done in regulation. Oh, and TJ Oshie scores. 4-3. Can we tie it up late in the game again? No, we can't. And the Montreal Canadiens will draw within 1, making this series a little bit interesting. Now, I may be disappointed that we didn't win the cup in that one, but we have Game 6 and we're going to be at home. So far, we haven't been beaten at home in this series. This will be the opportunity for us to win the Stanley Cup on home ice for the second straight year. First period. No goals scored. 11-9. We outshot them. This is a big period for us because this will make a huge difference when it comes to the third. Second period. Oh, tied at 1. Bouchard scored. Druin shortly after. We're going to go ×4. See what comes from this. We do not want to go to Game 7. Power play Montreal. We kill that one off. 15 minutes left in the third period. We're out shooting them big time. Just can't quite figure out Price. We've got 1 goal past him so far. Means that he can be beaten. We know he can be beaten. This series has been all about ripping it past Carey Price. Come on, guys. A minute 30 left. Going into overtime here in Game 6 to win the Stanley Cup. Can the Blackhawks do it? Come on, guys. Almost 40 shots in this game. 12 minutes left. Holy moly. No shots for a little while. Montreal's pouring on the pressure, it looks like. 7 minutes left in overtime. My goodness. 4. We've got 40 shots now. We're at that mark. 1. Going to second overtime. These usually don't last too long. Yes! LeBlanc! Louis LeBlanc! The guy we got from Montreal. And he notches the one that wins the Stanley Cup for the Blackhawks. 2-1 the final. Chicago will defeat Montreal in 6 games to capture their second straight Stanley Cup. Unbelievable. Jeez. I can't believe what I've just seen in this one. They were definitely the better team in terms of the year record. But you know what, guys? That trade for Daniel Cotton at the deadline or shortly before the deadline was definitely one of the best moves we could have ever made. And it really benefited us in the playoffs. I mean, I sacrificed a little bit of our defensive prowess for better goaltending. And our goaltending stood up for us. It was a huge, huge part of our game. And we absolutely needed it. So there you go. Chicago Blackhawks will win the Stanley Cup. Let's go take a look at some awards here. I don't know that we've got any at this point, though. We had good years from a number of players. They all put up about a point per game on the top line, which is what we expect from a top line. I expect anywhere from about 70, at least 75 points and up is what I expect from my top line, all right? That is realistic, okay? So let's go to Stats Central. We'll pop over to awards. Let's take a look here. So Chicago wins the Stanley Cup 2 years in a row, finally. President's Trophy, Montreal was actually the President's Trophy winner this year. Unbelievable. And we defeated them in 6 games. Chicago, Clarence 2 years in a row. Art Ross was Galchenyuk. So on the Art Ross, or on the President's Trophy team. He also won the Hart. Brendan Smith won the Norris for Detroit. Lady Byng was won by Galchenyuk. Man, oh man, he had a great year. Sam Reinhart won the Calder. Conn Smythe was Cotton, so that's 2 years in a row that our goalie has won that. Pekka Rinne won the Vezina. Andrei Makarov won the Jennings. Boychuk won the Masterton. Selke was won by Taze. And Galchenyuk won the Lindsay. And Vanek won the Maurice Richard. We knew that Montreal had an absolutely phenomenal year. But when it came down to it, they just were unable to perform. So that is a big deal for us. We're going to go through past the draft. I'm going to see if last time I did it, they weren't showing the overalls. They weren't showing the overalls. Oh, hold on one second here. I just gotta change the inputs on my TV in order to get, or my computer in order to get one of my documents I need. Okay. Here we go. Today's a prospects game. Would you like to play this game? No, we didn't want to play the game. We want to sim through it. All right, so this are the players that they think. We're gonna write this down. K. Rowe, G. Burn. I'm gonna write these down just because I don't want to take a picture right now. Hebig, left wing, L. Tatarenko, that's a weird name. And goalie, Kelly Hextall, K. Hextall. All right, there we go. So I got those players written down. Now I do want to go to, where is it? GM options. We want to go to scouting. Now they said this was a good year. So we're going to see where we can get these guys. And we'll make a note of it, all right? So that we can figure out what we need for draft picks. Oh, wrong one. You don't need scouting assignment. Scouting report is what we need to figure out who to consider the top 5. So any of these guys, Sweat, Abraham Sweat, that's a terrible name. Reed Duffy, are any of these guys considered top? It doesn't look like any of the names that they suggested to us are considered top players. So they're actually going to be way down the list. Unless the goalies are. Hold on. Oh, goalies. Boychuk. No. No. Byrne is considered a first-round pick. So Byrne. I'm just going to write that he's a first. Then we also had Hextall. He's considered a second-round pick. All right, so we'll leave that. There's a few top 5 goalies. Boychuk, Sundukov, and Nicholas. Now, we also had a couple left wingers, so we're going to see where they fall. There's Rowe, and there's also Tatarenko, so keep your eyes out for Rowe and Tatarenko. There's Rowe. He's considered a 3rd/4th round. Okay. And then Tatarenko's also a 3rd/4th, so we won't need to deal up for them. That means these guys are not very good, so if we don't get either, we'll be okay. And then we've also got the center, Hebig, however you pronounce it. There he is. 3rd rounder. So we'd probably go with him in the 3rd, and Hextall in the 2nd, Hebig in the 3rd, Tatarenko or Rowe in the 3rd or 4th, in the 4th, depending on if one of them is left. We don't need to go after that goalie. So in order to get these guys, I don't feel like we need to get anything more. Now, let's see here. I do want to write down this. Left wing, Sweat. Oh, wait, he's Russian, so he won't be in the game, so there's no chance checking him out. Duffy is Austrian, he won't be there. Sillinger won't be there. Okay. Kreis, actually, Sillinger might. No, that's the United team. Yeah, nationality U.S. team United States, so no. But Kreis will be there. So, Kreis. Alright, he's a center. Alright, and then we've also got... No, oh, yeah, Hillen. Left wing, Hillen. And then we've got... No, he won't be there. Harkins. That's it for the top 10, so that's all we're going to do for the top 10. See, Harkins. And then I'll pop over to the goalies. Halifax, this one here, Boychuk. Oh, goalie, Boychuk. I know, I'm writing it all down. You guys are like, oh, this is so exciting. No, he won't be there. Won't be there. Okay, so that's where I'm going to leave it for now. So we'll take a look at those guys' overalls. I don't know how... Those guys won't be in top prospects game, I don't think. Prospect game stats. Is it going to show their overalls this time? Yes, it will. The last time it did not show anything. It glitched out. So let's go. Let's go by centers because there's Kreis and Hillen on one team. Hold on. Kreis. There's Kreis. He's 51 overall. He's considered a top 10. All right. And then we've also got Harkins. Harkins is a 50 overall. Okay. We've also got the left wing in Hillen. He's considered a 75 overall. And he's a top 10. He might be worth dealing into the top group for. Calvin Hillen. We'll see where he goes in the thing again. We'll see where he is, and then we'll try to trade to that spot. Goalie, Boychuk. That's the other one. Boychuk, the goalie. There he is. 67 overall goalie. So definitely the prize here appears to be Hillen. So now that we've made that determination, we're going to go to... oops, back to scouting. We're going to go to scouting report. And I'm going to go take a look at Hillen. So he's currently spotted in... What's this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, he's in 5th spot. So we'd have to get the 5th pick. Oh, wait, hold on. He's not top 5, right? Because... Hold on, there's the goalies. Goalies. There's 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So he's 8th spot, Hillen. All right, so let's go into the draft, and let's see if we can't pick up the 8th pick overall. If not, we'll go for the 7th. We'll see what's available. And if we don't get either, we'll just try and draft as I decided. Hextall in the 2nd. We'll go with Hebig in the 3rd. We'll see what's available. Let's see, who's retired? Anybody from us? Does not appear to be that way. Anyway, hold on. What team are we again? Chicago. Let's check the top again. We've got a pretty young team. I don't see us losing anybody. No. Nobody gone. How about goaltenders? Calgary's the only real goalie that left. Joey McDonald. He is retired. He's not even that. I wouldn't even call him a real goalie. Trading block. Coach's recommendation. Okay. Actually, you know what we're looking to get? We want a current first. That's what we want. And we will update that. Yes, commit that trade block. All right. Let us go up to the draft. Because I don't think we have a... Oh, no, we do have a pick? We may very well have a pick in the draft. No, we don't. Okay, so 8th spot is Washington. 7th spot is Vancouver. All right, so let's go take a look and see what we can do here. See what they want for those picks, all right? I'm thinking Washington always wants to trade their pick. So let's have a peek at them. They always want to get rid of it. So that's the value of that 8th overall pick. Okay. So what would we have to give up to get the 8th? It would have to be like... It'd have to be some pretty good players. Nick Ritchie. Tervainen. No, these are guys that I do not want to give up. Hartman. Saad. You know what? I'm going to leave it for now. Let me just take a look here at... how many top... 3? Yeah, 3 first liners. That's good. Okay, so there's Ritchie. Hartman, Tervainen, those are our top picks. We don't have anybody else after that. Chasen, we love Chasen right now. He's been unbelievable for us. Power forward, 84 overall, great shot. How many? Yeah, 50 points. Unbelievable. And his his playoffs had 15 points in 22 games. He had a great year. I'm going to keep him. You know what? I'm not going to deal for it. I'm not going to deal. I don't have anybody I want to give up because goalies, they don't have any goalies matching the block either. And Cotton's an 89 right now after those playoffs. So, no, I'm not going to deal for it. I'm just going to pick what we get. I know... Oh, hold on. Let me see what I've got for picks first. Just make sure that I've got them. I've got a 2nd, a 3rd, a 4th, a 5th. I maybe will pick up another 3rd round pick. Let's see if we can get another 3rd round pick, all right? You know what? We'll do it when we get to that round, okay? We'll do it when we get to that round. So, let's shut down the phones here. All right, so Sweat went first. Hillen went actually 10th to Boston. So, we'll keep an eye on him. We'll go to Hillen and we'll check him out. Now that he's gone to Boston, he's the only one I'm interested in. You know what? Sweat, I will add here. We'll add Sweat. And he went to Pittsburgh. Okay, he's a European player. We'll check him out. Anyway. Okay, so that's good enough for that. Continue on. So we've got the 30th pick. Now, there's a very good chance that we don't get Hextall. But goalies aren't very popular. So maybe what we'll do is we'll trade up in the draft here. Let's see if we can get an earlier 2nd round pick. Like Anaheim's willing to get rid of their 2nd. I would give them our 2nd, and I would give them a player that they... Where's skaters that they want? Where's skaters you guys want? Skaters matching block. LeBlanc, Kuma. No, these are guys that I don't want to get rid of. So, oh, they don't even want my 2nd. Okay, who would take my 2nd? Boston? Are they looking to deal a 2nd? Okay, they would get rid of their 2nd. Now, what would you guys want in return? Okay, see, they got a lot of players... I got a lot of players that they might want. So let's give them that. Oh, they don't want Watt. Okay. Oh, okay. So Montcalm, a left winger. And then do we have a goalie that they want? No, no goalies. And we will give you guys, I guess, Pettit, because Pettit did not pan out the way I expected him to. 3 yellow stars. I will give you, you know what? Yeah, I'll give you Pettit. I'll give you Pettit. Let's see, is this good enough? Yeah, I think that's good enough. A 2nd, Montcalm and Pettit for their 2nd, which is 40th overall. Will it go through? And it will. Okay, so we got that pick from Boston. So that means that we can draft Harkins. Or not Harkins, Hextall, as long as he didn't go. He did not go. All right, so we're going to pick Hextall with this 2nd pick. Goalies. Hextall, all right. He's got low interest, which is kind of interesting, Kelly Hextall. But I'm going to gamble on him. They've recommended him to us. So let's see what happens. All right, 3rd round, we've got actually the 15th overall pick. The 4th round, we're going to have a late pick. So we might need to deal... You know what? I'm not going to worry about it with this 3rd round. No, not going to worry about it. All right, let's shut down. Now, who is it again? We're going with Rowe or Tedarenko. All right, so they're not there. Hebig got drafted. He's in the 3rd round. So Hebig was the one, sorry. But he's gone now. So we've got Rowe or Tetarenko. Both high. One's green, one's yellow. Two-way forward, power forward. I'm going to go with Tetarenko, the power forward. Let's see what happens here. Okay. Now we'll take a look back. Rowe did get taken by Edmonton. So we should have drafted in that round, I guess. But I'm not really worried about it. We're going to auto-draft here now that we've taken everybody that we want. So we got, out of the two players recommended, or all the 5 players recommended, we ended up with Hextall and Tetarenko. So 2 of the good players, and we ended up getting a, who did we draft in the first? We didn't draft anybody in the 1st round, so it was Hextall. Okay, where are we at for time? You know what, let's sim up here. Let's sim up to free agency, re-sign phase. I do want to take a look at how good everybody gets here. I don't want to leave it at that. So let's first check this out, and then we'll go from there. Okay. Go to contract screen. We'll worry about signing these in the next episode. So, Tay's dropped to a 94, but he'll go up by the time the year starts. Druin's an 89. He'll need a new contract. Seth Jones is an 88. Kadri's an 85. Leddy's an 85. So, that's where they kind of stopped, it seems. But they do go up. Yeah, look, Fowler went to an 85. They dropped a little bit during the offseason. Shaw's now an 84, though. Good for him. Chason's still an 84. He needs a new contract. So there's a number of guys that need new contracts. Kuma's an 81. He's doing really well. We knew he'd be a solid, player to play on that line. Saad has not gone anywhere. 81 overall. Trainer's doing his job. LeBlanc, 80 overall. Wasn't he 3.5 stars before? Or was he's always been 4? But he's gonna cap out. We might need a better 3rd line player. Martin, Clendenning, he's still a 78. But again, it'll make a difference later on. Tervainen's still a 75, but he's still only 22 years old, really young. Now, what about those guys? Look at Richie. He only went up 4 overall. Now, we were looking for Hextall and Tetarenko. So, we'll find Tetarenko down here. He's only 2.5 yellow stars. Can you believe we traded for him? Holy crap. All right, it was a gamble. It didn't pay off. And then Hextall in the 2nd. Oh, no, it was Hextall we traded for. So, let's take a look at the goalies. Hextall. Three red stars. He is not worth the contract at all. Let's see. Cotton's an 89, so we're solid there. We're going to have a lot of players to re-sign, guys, so I'm going to leave it at that. When we come back, we'll actually take a look at... Oh, you know what? Stop sim. Re-sign players. We want to take a quick look at Hillen, who went to Boston. What's the deal with Hillen? I feel like he's going to be a 4 green star player. Oh, let's go by overall. I don't know what we're sorting by here. He's 75 overall. So he is 4 red stars, Calvin Hillen. 2-way forward. Great speed. Great speed. Aggressiveness and body checking are something to be desired. Defensive awareness and offensive awareness are very average. He could be good. And one of the things that I want to look into... Actually, you know what? Before we do that now, I'm going to do it right... Oh, wait, we can't do trade yet, can we? Shoot. Hold on. Trading block. Oh, you can't adjust the trading block. Yeah, I wanted to take a look for players that are 3.5 green stars and higher that kind of fit like a Chasen and see what their value is. See if we could pick somebody up like that for the 3rd line. We'll see. So that's something for the itinerary when we come back, okay? So until next time, I'm Target Audience, and I'll catch you guys out on the ice.